Shut up and sit down.
It's never just one.
Hell yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, that's going to still be the best card game in a hot minute because
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm going to screen share something and you'll be really disappointed.
Oh man, I believe it.
Coming out, I believe, next year.
I can't be disappointed if I don't expect anything.
Need for Speed Unbound.
Oh, dude,
Featuring,
that's so funny that it says ASAP Rocky, because if you scroll back up, as soon as I saw that picture, I was like, what is that, ASAP Rocky?
Yeah, he's literally one of the big baddies.
And break the law.
Yeah, ASAP. Yeah, he's one of the big baddies. Oh, no, you won't after this. You play a person that has to recover a car, and ASAP Rocky will lead the takeover scene where, where does it say it?
Hip hop influenced Spike Lee joint about street racing.
Basically, I don't think it was this one, but it was another one that basically said his whole group doesn't care about speed; they only care about looks, so body kits and shit like that.
Well, he's got the kind of Harlem background. And car culture up there isn't necessarily the riders are going fast, but I mean, Harlem, you can't really go fast anywhere. So stunting and styling, it's a different kind of car game,
Yeah, definitely not what I wanted or expected, and definitely not a game I'd buy because they even talk about the ASAP Rocky or whatever edition, and it's like $10 more, and it gives you basically liveries and stupid shit.
Yeah. I mean, I like ASAP Rocky. I was never a big Need for Speed fan because they were always the least realistic racing games. And
oh yeah, I mean the only real good one was still they definitely haven't changed. I mean, really the only
You're gonna say Underground because that's the one everybody likes.
Oh yeah, Underground 2. That was the only one that really. All right, and Carbon. I will say Carbon because that had a. The only reason I really liked that one though was because when he took on the bosses, it was basically a initial D. All right, you have to go from top to bottom, and you have to if they start in the lead, you have to go and maintain a distance, not get too far away, or take over. Mm-hmm. And then you guys reverse, and then you start in the lead, and then you have to stay in the lead and not let them take over. It was a very unique way to go into a boss fight, which I liked.
Yeah.
Because it was up
racing games though,
Oh yeah, I mean it was dumb, but it made sense because it was every boss fight you had to go and do a downward mountain race, basically initial D sort of stuff, and it was nice because of that. It was that Carbon I'd say is probably my favorite, not because Underground and Underground 2 I like because mainly the soundtrack, and that was what I played as a kid, but this one I played as a teenager and was pretty good. So
Grid was a pretty good racing game growing up. I mean, everybody played Gran Turismo. At least everybody says they played. What did you think you were gonna get?
Yeah,
Grid was cool because the pinnacle of Grid was the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and you got to in whatever class you participated in. Mm-hmm. The main antagonist of that game was Team Raven West, and they were just the Hendrick Motorsports of racing in whatever series you were in. They dominated whatever the fuck it was.
Hell yeah.
The goal was always outperform and beat Team Raven West. You had to hire a teammate who was good enough to run second to you and actually beat them. It was an interesting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There were a lot of them back in the day because the other big one I remember
racing games that came out after Fast and Furious blew up, and a lot of them were bad.
Yeah, Burnout Paradise?
No, the one that comes to mind for me is Juiced.
Oh, yeah.
Juiced was a fucking horrible racing game.
Hell yeah. Look at that RX-8.
It was not good. Yeah, if your RX-8 is your cover car, how shitty is this game?
And then the Mark 8 or whatever, Evo?
Oh yeah, Juiced 2, Hot Import Nights, an event that no longer exists. I'm sure partly in response to Juiced ruining it, but yeah, they were not good games.
No. But that's thankfully they don't really make a whole lot of it anymore. I mean, Need for Speed really exists because EA just won't let it die.
That's one of the things in their money factory.
Yeah, that's their only racing games.
Games they just crank.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that last night because we came up on that ASAP Rocky game last night, Unbound, and yeah, it was really the only ones that are still worth a damn are like Forzas. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in like this last one because they're still doing the same dumb DLC. Like, I don't want to do Hot Wheels, man. I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, they're contractually obligated. They have to do that shit now because they signed the deal, took the money. But yeah, what I don't like about Forza is it's like an open world racing game, which is awesome. The only other good one I ever remember was Test Drive Unlimited. This is an open world racing game that's like, I feel like this is marketed toward like 9 and 10-year-olds, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to play this. I feel like I'm in kitty corner, man.
Yeah, and the other thing I didn't like was that the amount of races in this one compared to 4, there was a lot less races in this one. Like, a lot less.
Every time it comes out, I feel like I get less for my money and I'm more disappointed.
Yeah. That's why, like, eventually
in the next one.
Not unless it's somewhere like Tokyo, which I doubt they'll do.
Really cool, and they'd have to add some cars I'm genuinely very interested in.
Yeah.
Oh, we got this Mercedes console. We got these new McLaren.
Yeah.
I don't care. Never gonna have one of those. I want you to add back, the IROC and like my Camaro, and like I want you to have cars I want to drive in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'd like to play the new Gran Turismo, but I'd want to, 1, get it on the PS5, that way it's, the best copy quality, and 2, I'd want to get it with the racing sim.
You can play it, I feel like.
It is? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Gran Turismo is a PlayStation exclusive. I think it's...
Well, yeah, but I just don't know if it's on PS5 or 4. I just don't remember if it's on both.
5. GT Sport was out on the 4. That was the last one that was on the 4, and I have it. Okay. I have not played it probably in 2 years, because I just...
It's one of those games I don't want to play with a controller. Like, I'd have to play with the actual like racing sim setup.
Yeah, and I can build one of those, and we can do stream.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I definitely want to, because the last time we did it, it was a racing seat on the floor.
Yeah, and that was Forza, which is not a sim, and definitely not built to be played like a sim.
Yeah, Arca.
Oh yeah,
it's my car.
Your car's in Gran Turismo, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, no, my car's everywhere. Like, if it isn't my car, it's the Spirit R, which is pretty much fucking the same, except for the interior is red.
We're going to take a minute here while I go and use the bathroom.
All right.
You can...
talk to myself like a weirdo?
Whatever, ramble. Go on a monologue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got something. So, to all the people watching, about 2 months ago or so, I went and I bought a SSD to go and basically put all my extra games on, because here, I'm just going to pick you up. Oh, God. So everybody watching, you can see I have a nice Cyberpunk yellow. There we go. And then my nice little RAM was pre-built because it was during the actual awful times of the times that buying computer parts is really hard because mining and all that, crypto mining and shit. So, there.
Oh, my mic.
Yeah, we'll start over. I'm retarded.
My mom took an epic faceplant as soon as I got up.
It did.
Cool.
So
that was nice for all the headphone users out there.
Hell yeah. So I'll start over because I really only show the computer. That way people kind of know. But basically, about a few months ago, I bought a SSD, an M2. So basically, it's a little slot. I think I have a screenshot I can actually pull it up for you. So literally a stick that you just slot it in, really nice and easy. Literally just like that. You slide it in there, and then you use a single screw to hold it in. So I bought it. And I went and it worked for about a week, and then it stopped working. And I tried, removing it, trying different spots, didn't work. But unfortunately, where I bought it from, I couldn't do a refund, so I said, whatever, I'll just leave it in and whatever. So I went about 3 weeks ago. I bought another one, but not an M2. I bought a normal, just regular SSD, not M2. I don't remember the other style, SATA or SATA 3. So I plugged that in, and then I turned my computer on, and then it was like, "Hey, this isn't working. Do you want to try going into the
BIOS.
The editing mode? Yeah, the BIOS.
Yeah.
So just went in there and
anything about computers? I know a little bit about computers.
Yeah, I'm just my brain parts right now. So I went in there, tried editing some stuff, went out, didn't work. So I ended up doing a quick Google search because I couldn't figure out why. Because normally when you plug in a new hard drive or SSD, you have to format it to basically get it to actually read. You have to basically create the partition. So Googling it, and essentially the problem was that I was using M.2 Genie, which is fucking retarded because there. So essentially, what was there? So essentially, this was on, and when I tried to declick it, it was like, "Are you sure you want to do that? You could lose everything." So basically, I was like, "Well, I fuck it. This article says do it," so I did it, and lo and behold, nothing got deleted, which thank God. But that was literally the cause for the other SSD to not work. Is for some reason it doesn't like multiple SSDs. So yeah, now I have about 2.5 terabytes of SSD, which is great for gaming, but it was annoying because I never thought I've never heard of M.2 Genie, and I still don't know what it's really for, and I really don't care at this point. It's retarded, but
I'm glad it was an easy fix. I'm sorry it was frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could have figured it out, but it's something that I never think of. Like, as long as my main drive's working, if a secondary drive fails, that's fine. As long as there's nothing important on it.
Yeah.
But, back onto the car YouTubers. So I went through my entire subscriptions list, and the only ones I found that I actually still subscribe to is Throttle, because they do neat stuff every so often.
New project reveal, nobody can tell what that is when it's blurred.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely it's Corvette.
So I'll watch some of them. I don't watch all of them, but mainly I like these, the building ones in 15 minutes, because it's just nice background noise. I go and subscribe to this guy because he'll do a full rebuild on various exotics.
Yeah.
And so they're fun to watch.
Fell apart, and then I rebuilt it.
Yeah, stupid shit like that. This guy, I'm gonna unsubscribe to him in the next 2 weeks if he doesn't put out a good video, because one, I hate his fucking hair color.
Well, he's feeding the algorithm for sure. He's doing the YouTube face.
Yeah.
Clickbaity titles.
Yeah.
He's got one on the screen with his face. Yep. He's feeding the algorithm. Matt Farah jokes about it, but it's deep feeding the algorithm.
It's real. So, some of the videos I do like watching because, get Japanese car auction, and it's interesting watching that sort of stuff. And then Japanese race cars, some of them are actually actually genuinely interesting to watch when he doesn't talk, and he just hands around and stuff and shows stuff. But when he does his own new shop, and I just don't care. So I'll give him another 2 weeks to put out an interesting video. Otherwise, he's gone. Smoking Tire, I'll watch it. They're interesting.
I have to follow Smoking Tire because I love Matt Farah.
So yeah, I do like people he talks to. They're genuinely interesting and fun to watch.
He's start in the car world. I don't know if you know this. He and Larry Kosilla, Ammo NYC, they had a car detailing business in I think the early 2000s in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
That was Matt Farah's like start in the car industry.
Which is interesting that it's you said a car detailing?
Yeah. Matt's not a mechanic. He doesn't like work on cars. He doesn't like know how to like fix them. He's got mechanic his stuff, but like detailing, he knows. And I think, definitely driving, good at that.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely driving.
Before that, like when he was a teenager.
That's just interesting because the Matt Farah ammo video that he had, where he had his Countach paint like refinished. So, which I will always shout out to Ammo because I generally do like his videos. Like they're very fun to watch. He doesn't talk during them too much.
They're somewhat educational too. Like he's trying to teach you how to like do this shit like he does. And I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $600 on a buffer. That's cool, man. But like,
and that's the thing. He does genuinely like he'll go from the exotics, but he'll also do the basics. Like, I generally like watching basic Miata being, because that's not something that really gets done that often.
We pulled a LeBaron out of a field. It sat here for 25 years. In the next video, it's like, this is a one-of-one F1 car that's on display at the dealership.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. A free abandoned donated car.
First wash.
Yeah. Or, like, where was his? Firebird. Pontiac Trans Am.
Yeah, priceless works of art. Airplane details, like he's
oh yeah,
of shit.
Yeah, 918 Spider, like he goes from the high end to the low end, and I genuinely appreciate that because
he does
a lot of the
same level of quality into his work on cars as he does on these $1 million unobtainium, you know.
Exactly, yeah, like a Pontiac, Buick Grand National, Datsun, like I genuinely appreciate that because a lot of the other car YouTubers either stick to high end or low end, and don't get me wrong, I do enjoy watching mainly low-end cars because a lot of the high-end cars, like, it's, oh man, it sat for 3 days and hasn't been washed. Watch me wash it. Like, I don't care, man. It's been sitting in a garage, like, your fucking temperature-controlled garage and shit.
Yeah.
It's fine. But
this car it started in 11 years. Exotics.
Yeah.
We put on special white cloth gloves and then we just push it around.
Yeah, exactly. And then we take different screenshots of it. Like, and that's good. Yeah, for real. So, yeah, I do like him. Then there's a few other ones, but I don't remember their names. I don't really subscribe to them because they're just kind of of course, VinWiki, because I do genuinely like
stories are genuinely interesting. Most stories are
dog shit.
I didn't need to watch this, and you like the title, but you know.
Yeah, that's why I'll see who's usually, because usually you can tell who the storyteller is, and then you can decide if you really care about hearing them.
And I've followed some storytellers from VinWiki on their site. All the Cannonball stories I love because
because those are genuinely very interesting.
The fraternity of lunatics.
Yeah, that's definitely a goal of ours.
We will be cannonballers, just like Richard Rawlings.
And then I generally do, like, Ed does fall short sometimes, but I generally do like the cars he gets because, like, he got a Spiker. Like, that's not a car a lot of people know about unless you're a car nerd. Yeah. So, and then the other one I do
Missy Elliott is, I think.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott's Spiker. Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
So, and then every so often I'll watch this guy just because he'll go and he'll take old cars. He'll take the old car, like the Supra, and he'll take the new car and basically like kind of mash them together. But in the kind of most of the time, it's very clean the way he does it. So and he kind of talks about, he'll talk a little bit and like talk about why he's doing this design choice over this. But like for the Supra, I'm just gonna click on it to show there. So you can see, like, he cleaned up the headlights.
Than what they came out with.
Like, that's the thing. That's a genuinely good-looking car. Like, I wouldn't mind building a kit of that. Like, they retained the wing on the original. They took the front bumper and they made that. They filled it out better. They filled out the headlights. They put hood scoop in to kind of give it a nice, complete look. But then they retained, like, a lot of the bits.
Bring a Supra into a Grand Theft Auto game, it would look like that.
Yeah,
just
like
copyright safe.
yeah, like that's the thing. That looks good to me. That's nice and clean. There's a few other guys I follow that do it. Like I sent you the 944 resto mod by Kaiser. Like I genuinely do like some of his stuff. If I can find there it is. So like it's a very clean look. It has that modern tail lights, but it retains enough of its original. So
I will say that Canards, it's a bit much for a 4-cylinder car.
yeah, I feel like you'd want to get one of the newer 4 cylinders, or just try and swap it with something because
The V8 from a 928.
yeah, or the Panamera if you want to make it modern.
Yeah, the 944 in its original form, but with the V8 from a 928 would be fantastic.
Yeah, like that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that. Then of course I follow Haggerty because I like some of the stuff isn't that interesting, but like some of it kind of is.
Most of them, like
I'll find stuff every so often with the most popular. See if I can find some of the shit I've watched.
I do like their time-lapse engine rebuild videos, although I wish they were longer and more in-depth.
Yeah. I mean, they're not, 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes most of the time. Yeah, some stuff's very interesting. Like, I'll watch the show. Like, I'll watch, like, that sort of stuff where they focus on one car and basically just do a storytelling about it. Like that. And there's a few channels I have, but, like, the RX-7 one I watched a few times. So, just something fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, man, I should bring up all my car YouTubers that I follow, but that would take a while.
That we can do next week if you want.
I'll have it pre-staged and ready for next week.
Sounds good. Yeah, and then of course regular car reviews because one, he's a Pennsylvanian just like me, and two,
Literally the same town.
yeah. So like,
shout out,
I do.
Mr. Bloodhound.
So like, whenever
Bloodhound Gang plays on my playlist all the time, and every time I hear it, I you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to get him to do a few reviews on our cars because he's genuinely a funny guy.
I don't even care if he's mean about our cars.
Yeah, no, he can be mean.
Our cars.
Yeah, I want him to, like, tell us how bad it is and shit. That way we can make it better. Yeah. And then, of course, every so often I'll watch this because, like, they'll review the Testarossa. They did one for they compared the R34 with the new R35 GTR. Like, they'll just do very weird comparisons that I don't see a lot of people doing. And they'll go and they'll drive them.
In 1 minute.
Okay.
You're back.
Ew.
We're back.
So yeah, the one thing with what I started. So like I go and I'll watch them because I'm going to talk about like the old really cheap Rolls Royce. Trying to find that one video where they literally talk about the R35 and the R34, and so basically what they end up doing is they each drive it for a little bit, and then they'll each have their little bits like talking about how it feels and all that kind of stuff, and maybe like a little bit of history of why it's each one. Yep, and then they switch. So like that way they can each give a comparison. Like, okay, so because one of the videos they did was the new and the old NSX, and they literally talked about like, oh man, like the new NSX is like it's interesting, but like, but like the old NSX is kind of more pure and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, here.
It is a pure driving feel because Ayrton Senna helped develop it.
Jesus. Not playing. Man. Yeah, they do this. Yeah, there. And then they go and they drive the R35 with the Bayside Blue. So, like, I will give it to them. Like, yeah, some of the videos kind of suck, but yeah. And then they also did the LFA review, which was 20 minutes long. And, like, that's fantastic because to me, the LFA is still probably the best new car to come out. Like
long time, yeah.
Yeah.
To that Yamaha V10. I don't know why Yamaha doesn't build more engines. aside from motorcycle stuff, because they're very good at it.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a bad review about the LFA. My only gripe about it is that it's an automatic. Like if there was enough of them made, I would totally manual swap it.
And I'll always love that meme about Yamaha, where it's like, guy buys a motorcycle, Yamaha. Oh, we make those. Guy right up buying a motorcycle. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where I get a piano, could you? Yamaha, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah. Yeah, Yamaha is one of those weird companies that just does it all. And they do it well.
Yeah, pianos, keyboards, air conditioners, and motorcycles.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, they're definitely, like, better pianos and stuff.
That's what I know about.
Yeah. Like, there's probably companies that make better of each, but, like, to have a company that does all of those well, fantastic.
True jack of all trades, master of none. Yamaha. Yamaha, what do they make?
Yeah, pianos, drums, guitars, instruments, semiconductors, computer-related products, sporting goods.
Yamaha makes a bunch of shit, man. That's a diversified portfolio right there.
Home appliances, machines, robots.
Yeah. Of course they
like that is.
They're Japanese.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of ATVs. Snowmobiles,
golf carts, outboard motors for boats, audio, DVD players.
Right. Yeah, DVD players. Of course, Superbike, sound chips.
Yeah, the Yamaha at one point was like, I like all these things. Let's make all the things I like. And they're just like, dude, we make like one thing. They're like, well, we're gonna make all these. And now they do. And just like,
and they do it well.
We're pretty good at making all these things.
Yeah, like here, they started making band instruments in 65. They started drums in 67, 70. Like, holy crap.
Guitars in 42, motorcycles in 55.
55. Like, God.
1887.
God damn.
70
they've been doing this.
Semiconductors.
Like, they've been doing a lot for a fucking minute.
The Yamaha Entertainment Group, 2001.
I didn't even know that. Like, I'm learning shit now.
We only sign musicians who play our instruments.
Yes. I wouldn't.
Cycles.
Oh, man. Sarah McLachlan.
Fired the Fray. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anyone.
Nobody I listen to.
Nope.
Nobody. I've listened to one Sheryl Crow song because Kid Rock was on it. You know, I gotta stay white trash.
Oh, hell yeah.
I put your picture away.
Yeah, 2000 they did a tribute concert with fucking, or was it Kenny Loggins and Christopher Cross. Oh, hell yeah.
You want to talk about soundtracks of the 80s that went hard, man. Kenny Loggins did not have to go that hard on Top Gun and Footloose.
Yeah, dude, that's
Shack. Kenny
that is
hard, man.
Then fucking Phil Collins took a note and did that shit on fucking Tarzan.
Alright, Phil, so it's just a Disney movie about a guy who lives in the jungle. I mean, nothing special. Phil Collins. Hold my beer, mate.
Like, god damn it, Phil. Fucking slayed it.
Thank you. It's really sad that he's aged as much as he has because, Genesis did their farewell tour. It's like, oh, why are you guys hanging it up? It's like, we're all just really too old to keep doing this. Like the last concerts, he had to just sit down the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't even know how old.
Defeated, man. Phil Collins, I don't know how old he was in the 80s, but he even looked old in the 80s.
71. Yeah, he's 71. Like,
still sing though. I mean,
oh yeah,
still carries a note. Sounds the same. Can't say the same about Vince Neil of Motley Crue. Vince Neil is large and can no longer sing.
yeah. Which, speaking of around 70, you know who just had their birthday yesterday?
Was it the guy whose bridge also got blown up?
Nope. It was Sigourney Weaver.
Oh no shit.
She is 73 now.
She almost won an Academy Award for Alien.
She should have.
But... Should have. However, James Cameron cut out a lot of story elements of Alien, like that got just glossed over and rewritten in Alien.
Yeah.
Did you know that in the original cut of Alien, Sigourney Weaver was such a strong female character because her daughter died?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just that shit right the fuck out of the movie. Then all the subsequent sequels, they're like, oh yeah, she's fine, and just Ripley never made it home. Like, well, that's not what actually happened.
Yeah. That's why like the Alien game is still, because you got Alien, Aliens, and then really the best, like the next one that really like should have finished it was the Alien Isolation game, where you play as the daughter.
Yeah, let's just go with like that's what's canon.
Yeah.
Like the third one is the most 90s movie ever. Not great.
And anything after that's a mistake.
There's the one in the 2000s where Ripley was part alien and she was like 7 feet tall. It was fucking, what the fuck were they doing? And then
they just ran out of ideas.
All the fucking prequel shit with Prometheus and whatever the other ones.
That's stupid.
Fucking dumb.
Like, it's not good. They just need to hang it up.
Compares the original though, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I will give it though. Fucking that new Predator movie. Like, I went in with very low expectations, and I actually came out pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I haven't watched it all the way through. I mean, I torrented it. Of course, I did. I'm not gonna pay to watch a movie.
Well,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I watched some of it, and I was like, pretty good. You know, it's better than Predator 2, which is a pretty low bar. Like,
Yeah. Well, I would say it's better than any Predator besides the first one. Because, like, you got Predators, you got Alien vs. Predator.
I liked Predators, the one with Adrian Brody and Danny Trejo.
I
liked that.
I didn't really like that one.
Alien vs. Predator, that early
Garbage.
2000s capitalizing on, you know, an IP. Those were shit.
Oh,
But Aliens, I did kind of like. I thought that was neat. That was a different kind of take on the Predators. They're not coming to your world to hunt you. They're putting you on a different world and then hunting you there.
Yeah. Wasn't a fan. Like, I just like Predator, the first one. Like, it wasn't an action movie. It was like a good horror. Like, that's why I like.
Like the first 40 minutes of it is an action movie, and then it becomes a horror movie. Oh, and like sorority girls or co-eds, you know, falling victims to some slasher on Halloween night. It's buff as shit special ops group who's being hunted by an alien in the fuck, I don't even remember where they were. Was it South America or Cambodia or some shit?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I watched that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I might rewatch that tonight.
Hell yeah.
It's almost 5 a.m. Today I'll rewatch it.
Yeah.
I don't know, playing far later to pass time or some shit.
And I apologize for doing the stream so late. Like, I wish I could change my sleep schedule.
No, I fully intended on staying up all night tonight to fix my sleep schedule tomorrow anyway, because it got just all fucked up this week.
Yeah, because this is once I go back to work, that's my last shift of overnights from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. for like another 2 weeks. Because basically they just put it every 2 weeks, and it's really annoying.
Hey man, as long as it's like a Friday or a Saturday here, we can do it literally any time. Like, I'll stay up all night, don't care. Just as long as like I don't have shit to do the next day, fine with me. Yeah, I think we should be good for next week because they give me more time off because we're switching from working during the nights to working during the days. They give me another like day or two off, so I should be fine. It might take a while because his wife is very pregnant, but I want to get another one going with Johnson where you're at home with us, so we'll try to arrange that in the near future.
Okay.
Because you guys, I don't know why you guys don't talk more.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm just really fucking busy. Like, it's really hard to make time for anything.
That's all of us, man. That's life. You know.
Oh yeah.
Your upper 20s and early 30s, you just all the time.
Because I get a 2-hour break, but I spend 20 minutes of it walking from where I actually work to go out to my car.
Yeah.
Like, round trip. Like,
it's a trip.
Like, we work so away from everything for security reasons that it takes forever to get there.
Yeah.
So, and then when I'm down at work, like, I don't have time. Like, and then I get off work and I immediately just want to go home, shower, and just go right to bed.
Yeah.
And then I wake up and then I go back to work.
Well, hopefully you'll have some time off around Christmas. I still want to come see you this Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know if I will this Christmas.
I mean, what
I
are
know.
you gonna do? Go home to Ohio? Fuck no.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Because we're gonna be on the same schedule like forever now. I won't really be able to take time off work to do anything, but I can definitely, like, when I am off, we can go to mainland because that's allowed now. We're just allowed to make trips to mainland whenever we want.
Yeah, we'll go to Kawakicho and get drunk with Yakuza again.
Exactly.
They're fun guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They're not gonna fucking fuck with you unless you're an actual dick to them.
Yeah, if you are straight acting a fool, you're gonna get fucked up. But
Yeah.
cool and respectful and appreciative of the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a Yakuza otaku.
Yeah, I'm not, but that's fine. That's fine. I know I've lived here long enough to know how to be respectful.
Hey, that's fine. You're with me. I'll avoid the dangerous places.
As long as I don't get sold into sex slavery, I guess.
Nah, it won't happen. It didn't happen to me or Chuck, so it won't happen to you either.
That's fair enough. So, yeah. But yeah, we can definitely do that. Like, I have time off planned January. Is that I'm checking them out again? So that way I can fucking. Yeah. I don't know. It's like a 2-week period where I'm gonna have off, and I'm gonna go up to Kyoto and Osaka for a week, and then I'm gonna check out a bunch of shit, see my buddy up there, see his R7s, and then the second week I'm gonna go to Tokyo to basically show this new kid around because he's kind of a pussy.
Won't go out on his own.
Yeah, basically, like, if he gets time off, he basically just fucking would stay at home and play video games. Like,
that's how you unwind. That's how you unwind.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of a problem when he lives in the barrack, one. So like, he never leaves base, and then two, like, he doesn't like to go out, like, anywhere. Like, he's just scared to go out. So like, even a Japanese supermarket just scares him, and I'm like, you live here. You live here longer than me,
dude. Like, explore.
Yeah, like,
get some culture.
Yeah. Like, you literally talk about it, like, yeah, I just wanted to come to Japan. I was like, yeah, you're living in Japan, you're not doing anything.
To Japan, you've never explored Japan.
Like, fuck, dude. So, I don't know. He's one of those people that just kind of complains but never actually wants to change anything. Like, he complains about being single and stuff, but then he just
puts no effort into trying to date.
Yeah, or he, like, is kind of creepy about it and then wonders why women don't talk to him. I mean, it's funny for me because
internet autism.
Yeah.
People with too much exposure to the internet have.
Yeah, like, it was funny for me because one of the chicks he apparently confessed to, I was like, yeah, it's okay, he's the only snack I need, as a joke. And she was like, well, that's fine, you can have him. Maybe he'll stop bothering me. I was like,
close your screen share.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, maybe he'll stop bothering me. And I was like, oh, fuck. And he was like, all right, roger that. And she's like, look, Tasker, I'm almost 30 and you're like 12.
Shut up, kid. You're like 12.
And then he proceeded to get really angry. He's like, no one respects me. I'm 21. And it's like,
you don't just get respect. You gotta earn it.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you're 21. You're working with like 30-year-old dudes that have done shit. Yeah. You haven't held a job before the Navy.
Some life experience, kid.
So, yeah, like, that's just kind of funny to me whenever he does confess and then immediately gets like roasted. Like, look, man, you know why me and her are friends? Because I'm not trying to fuck her. Like, stop trying to fuck every female friend you have, and you'll find someone.
Don't dip your pen in company ink, bro.
Yeah, that too. Like, I tell them all the time, like, don't date at the workplace. That's a terrible idea. Because guess what? When you fucking inevitably break up,
No, man. Don't date anyone in the military.
yeah, it's a stupid idea. Like,
Just never.
just find a fucking Japanese woman that, you know, is an otaku for American culture and bring her back to America.
Find one that loves American culture and, you know, wants to practice English and just let her talk.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All I need to teach her is how to say, oh God, and you're good.
And shout out to my former Japanese girlfriend. Hi, Allie. I doubt she's ever going to see this, but still.
Never know.
She was the bartender at After Five. And then and then now she works somewhere else. I think Bar Garden, if you remember Bar Garden in Saspo.
Oh God.
This is the one
I don't think I was ever there.
they had the Super Nintendo. And you
No,
could
yeah,
play
no.
Smash Brothers while you got hammered. And we didn't play Smash Brothers while we got hammered. Miller and Johnson were playing. Me and Johnson talked about that on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Midori, that was the other cute one there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it'd be great to, you know,
Ankle somehow?
it'd be great to, you know, be able to afford to literally just, whenever we get that kind of money, just be like, all right, everyone take some time off work. We're all going to go to Japan to, you know, get fucking wasted.
Oh, dude, we will. We will go back to our old sailor house. I'm going to take you guys to the Philippines.
Yeah, man, that's fine. Like, as long as I don't come,
We're doing a company trip to Subic Bay where I am still the mayor.
as long as we don't come back here, because honestly, like 5 years is long enough.
Oh, we're not going to Okinawa.
Yeah, like
At no point are we going to Okinawa.
I'm good. We can,
People there.
and I really just I don't want anybody to be like, oh, you're military because you're American. Like, nah, dog. Nah.
We're very obviously, we're going to be like a tad long hair periods. Like, we're very obviously not going to be in the military.
I mean, that's the thing. That's why I have my hair long now. I'm just trimming the sides anymore because I just don't want to be associated with the military ever. Like, my boss has been like, yeah, you should probably cut that. I'm like, I'm not gonna.
I should probably do a lot of things, Chet. I'm not going to fucking do them.
Yeah, like, it's just fine.
Yeah.
If the sides are not touching, and like, guess what? We don't wear a uniform, so fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm going to be in uniform, buddy. We don't wear those here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It was great because
Good times in the future.
oh yeah,
Keeps me
exactly.
wrench. I would love to someday have a deal with like one of the shittier tool companies that like I have like a line of hand tools, you know. That make
Like, that'd be dope.
sad. Like I'm not gonna make them obviously because I cannot make tools, but yeah. Like,
You know.
this looks better than everybody else in the classes that made one. That theirs look like shit, but also like you know this is not. You couldn't sell this as a product.
Not for more than like a couple bucks on Etsy.
You know, it would be like a $1 handmade wrench at a flea market, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep it forever. It's going to go in a glass
There you go.
It's going to go in the trophy shop of the warehouse.
Oh, hell yeah. With the other trophy I got you.
Yeah, it's up on my fridge.
Hell yeah.
Metal dick. You ever seen my sheet metal dick?
I don't think I have.
Let me grab it real quick.
What?
This is my sheet metal dick that I cut out of a 55-gallon drum and then welded to another large piece of metal. This is my big red dick. It was like week 2
Okay.
class, and it was like, we're going to learn how to use acetylene torches by cutting shit out of these barrels. I was like, okay, I'm cutting out a dick. He's like, that's fine. I cut a dick out, welded.
There you go. I mean, you know what? As long as it shows that you know how to do it. Jesus. That rip headphone users.
It wasn't that loud. It's got good harmonics, that dick.
Oh my god. I am not even getting into that. Nope. But
Gloss number. Anyway.
yeah.
So Edge Runners, I know we've all seen it by now.
Thank God.
Everybody on the internet is mad that David didn't end up with the lolly. And I'm just like, y'all fetishizing the lolly way too much, man. It's creepy, it's weird.
Yeah. I mean,
He's 20. Like, don't talk to me about the lore. I've read more cyberpunk lore than maybe even Mike Pondsmith, okay? Like, I know cyberpunk lore.
I don't think you have. 'Cause
He wrote it all.
Yeah.
But I've read a lot of it, and I'm familiar with lore. Everyone's like, so should have done a happy ending. Like, dude, it's Night City.
No one gets a happy ending.
It's like Miami Vice. There's no happy endings, you know?
Yeah.
In a cyberpunk world, in this dystopia, nothing is ever happy. Like, things don't end happily. You can find moments of happiness, but they quickly...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's another time we had talked it was basically like Hotline Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Where no one really gets a happy ending.
Yeah, when I first exposed you to Miami Vice, I warned you right away after like the pilot episode. I was like, just be ready. There's no happy endings in Miami Vice.
Yeah. Or another big one would be like Dark Souls, where
yeah.
you can literally do everything right.
People
still die. Yeah, like nobody gets a happy ending in there.
I've told you about my one experience playing Dark Souls, right? I bought Dark Souls 3 for, I think, the PS4, and I played it for 2 hours, and I took it back to GameStop, and I was like, yeah, I'll return this. And like, is it broken or something? Like, no, I just really don't like it. What do you mean? Like, it's just fucking, it's too hard, and I'm not enjoying this, and I'm returning it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The first boss is a bit difficult.
I don't think I ever even made it to the first boss. I think I died in that like first tutorial village like 11 times.
Oh.
It's like, what do you just block this entire game? It's like, yeah. You block and roll dodge like the whole game. Like, wow, that's not something I want to do. Yeah,
block, parry, roll dodge.
Video game equivalent of like, oh, I have free time. I think I'll do Sudoku. Like, why would you fuck your life up? Like, just torture yourself. Fuck that. Who the hell does that?
I mean, I enjoy it,
but
yeah,
it's just not my thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But Dark Souls isn't the game for everybody.
Then it gets
the whole point.
An atypical gamer. It's like, what were you doing before this? Like, I was playing SnowRunner. What were you doing? Solve everybody else's problem. Like, oh,
yeah, like that's
just veg out. I play Farming Simulator.
Exactly, like that's the thing.
Fields in my tractor, man. I play Truck Simulator. Like I pretend I'm a trucker.
And there you go. That's the thing. Like
I just like customizing the trucks, man.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't do that. That would just get so boring to me. Like even customizing cars, like if I can't find what I want in like 30 seconds, that's too long for me.
It's like, whatever, this will do. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, nobody's made this livery yet. I think I'll spend 7 hours creating it.
Yeah, exactly. Like hard passing that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I build model cars.
Yeah.
And I casted that. I was like, I could build that. You know, cut to me.
Yeah, nope.
7 weeks filing plastic and sanding things and adding plaster and putting on decals and painting. I was like, yeah. Using my magnifiers and my little tweezers to get shit just right.
I would like the most I'll do is like Legos. So,
finish the model kits I bought you that you left when you left.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. Yeah, I mean the problem was I didn't have a lot of room.
The Tyrrell elephant car, the 6-wheeler.
I don't know if I did because I was working on the Jaguar and I kind of got frustrated with it.
Did you do anything to the 917?
I don't know if I did to that one either because I remember I was starting on the Jaguar and then I was like, yeah, I can't do this, and then I just kind of gave up.
Fair enough. Well, I will finish them and bubble wrap them all and send them to you in a box.
You might as well just hang on to them, man.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot more room.
Back, I mean.
Yeah, and like I don't have a lot more room. Like my whole car thing in there is pretty full up. That fucking Porsche Lego kit took up a lot more room than I thought.
My shelf's full. The floor next to the shelf is full. My TV stand is full. I gotta buy some $50 bookshelves off Amazon.
Oh my god!
And they're in my cart. I'm just waiting on payday to buy 3 books. Put more covers on.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that is future me problem. I mean, I definitely do want to get some diecast because I do like diecast, but that's.
You're in Japan. You can buy the really high quality diecast there.
Oh yeah, it's just the problem is that like, I want a diecast of a car I want to drive, and I can't seem to find any. Because like, yeah, there are some very neat ones like the 787B with the recharge delivery or whatever you want to call it.
Which is a club manufacturer.
Like, it looks really pretty, and it's a really nice big size diecast. I don't really want it.
Well,
I'd rather have
the price it is.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You've got to like pick it up and play with it and like look at it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It would just kind of.
It would be a waste.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't really get any. Like, yeah, I have some bookmark I want to get, but that's a future me thing. Like, not right now.
That's future me's problem. Fuck that guy. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll have more money, hopefully, to figure it out.
Yeah, I say that way too much. Future me's problem. Fuck that guy. He'll figure it out. I gotta stop doing that to myself. Oh, the
Hey, man,
fixed though.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
$7 fuel filter.
Oh, wow, that was easy.
Got lucky.
Jesus, yeah, for real.
Push lock fitting and a 14mm threaded end. Just I got gas all down in my armpit because you always do when you do a fuel filter, but still
Yeah.
got lucky. Easy to fix.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. If that's the worst thing you got, that ain't bad.
Yeah, for a shitty old Camaro with more miles on it than the Raptor that I do nothing but beat on. Like
Yeah.
I changed the oil in it and shit, but then I don't take care of it. I just daily it and
Oh, yeah.
mad
I
skid.
mean, that's a work car, though.
It really is for now until I go full send on it and make it into a race car for drag week and shit. It's just
Yeah.
a commuter right now.
Yeah. I mean, it'll definitely
And
get a break.
yeah, it needs
It'll get a
all kind of shit. It'll get a break.
Yeah.
It's rebuilt. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I mean, also when you get the Camaro working, because then you can drive the Camaro daily.
Yeah. The Raptor
So.
needs some attention though. I really gotta fix the power steering. I want to do just tune-up shit to it, spark plugs, wires, and oil change, because it's been a while since I changed the oil, and it's AMSLO, so that's expensive. And doing spark plugs is gonna suck. It's got fucking 16 of them, and they're $9 spark plugs. So it's been $100 on spark plugs, and then I gotta change.
Like 150.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
I knew what I was getting into when I bought it.
Oh yeah. That's one of those cars, just like the RX-7. I know I'm gonna spend a bit more on oil and shit.
Could have got off easy with a regular F-150, but guess what? That's not a fucking Raptor.
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
a Raptor, and it had
Yeah.
the orange. It is.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. If you like a certain color, like me with the RX-7 being white, I could have found blue and red a lot cheaper and easier. I didn't want that. And you wanted the lava orange.
I wanted lava orange because that was press release Raptor. All the teaser videos and stuff of it, and all the press videos and release of it, they were all that orange one. Anytime it was on Top Gear USA, it was the orange one. I'm
Yes.
I want the orange one, and I have the orange one. And
There you go.
I'll never have another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be impossible. I don't even know if I can find another one.
Well, I could find another orange one, but it'd be $42,000, which is double what I paid for mine.
Let me
I got
see.
it at the right time, which is
Yeah, for real.
great, but also I didn't buy it to sell it, so it means nothing.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
But never mind. That was 2021. Hold on.
Yeah, 2021. Fuck that. I'm never getting a V6 truck.
The EcoBoost.
Yeah, the EcoBoost blows dick. I don't care what they say about it. I don't want to fucking 2-leaf blowers on the V6. That's not what a truck like the Raptor needs. It's big.
Oh, what? One sold in about a year ago for $27,000. Yeah, 100,000 miles.
Probably wasn't as nice as mine though. You've seen mine. It still looks showroom new because I clean it religiously.
Yeah, this interior, the seats are worn a bit more. It does have orange stripes down the middle of the seat though. Kind of weird.
I do want those seats eventually for mine, just to complete the orange.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is on Cars and Bids. Yeah, I can't. That was 2021, and I can't seem to find another one.
Yeah, for as popular as I feel like the orange should have been, there aren't a lot of them.
We found another one for 30, but it looks like a shady ass website. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually just go on Craigslist and put in Raptor. Well,
Yeah, I'd have to check.
Specifically Ford Raptor, because if you put in Raptor, you get a bunch of ATVs and shit.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, sure. Let's see if I can do. Hey, there we go.
Also,
Let's see.
the kind of enthusiast vehicle that is, it's hard to find a stock one anymore.
Oh yeah.
Just about all of them have been messed with.
Sure.
Tires, rims, shocks. They put superchargers on them, and it's like, did they do this well? Did they do this right? On me, am I buying a grenade?
Yeah, that's.
Whereas I know mine's been taken care of, and
exactly. Yeah, a lot of them I'm seeing are like around 30K, maybe a little more. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm seeing too many new ones. I should have sort of not new.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's fine. Like, yeah, a lot of them I'm seeing are around 30. Which actually, that's not terrible for what it is. Like, it's a nice.
Considering a new truck costs more and it's not as much truck as a used Raptor with a V8.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's still not bad. I'd still take that. I mean, I'm not in the market for one because they're too big for me.
Yeah, you're not a truck guy, which is fine.
Yeah, like I like smaller trucks. That's like I would get a GMC Cyclone, not be the biggest.
We will have a GMC Cyclone and probably also a Typhoon. Shop trucks.
Exactly. Like those are fine.
Hey, run Napa/AutoZone/O'Reilly's and go pick up this part. Oh, in what? Here, take the shop truck.
Exactly.
Cyclone, so be careful.
Kind of expensive.
Yeah.
But
we gotta go pick up something really heavy. Cool. Here's the keys to the shop Lightning. Take the Lightning.
Yeah, for real.
The first gen Lightning, the original Lightning.
Oh yeah, not the new
Lightning.
That looks like dog shit.
Now the Fast and Furious Lightning I like, but the new one, the electric one, it's fucking dumb. We're not gonna have.
Oh yeah, no, I completely forget about
anything. I hope you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. If we get anything EV, it would be the i8 just to rip out the battery and replace the engine with something bigger.
I'd be down for like buying a salvage Tesla and putting a big block Chevy in it and turn.
Yeah, like something like just we can buy it.
Sit and piss off.
Yeah, like I would totally buy those kind of cars just to fuck them. But like that's about it. I would never buy an EV and keep it EV. I would never buy a car and turn it EV. Like,
yeah, like, hey, we bought a Tesla and we un-Tesla'd it.
We made it more reliable.
If we put in a fuel cell in a big block Chevy, it can go more than 400 miles now.
Exactly, like some shit like that.
Like I mean, not even like a performance-oriented big block Chevy. Like I'm gonna pull one out of a 70s motorhome and put it in there. I'm gonna make it terrible on purpose.
So, you want to make a road trip?
Where to?
It's New York.
Something really, really special.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that special, but it's half price of everything I've seen.
Share your screen. What is it?
Oh, I sent it to you, but yeah, it's perfect.
Is that a salvage title though? That's just clean title.
Yeah. Doesn't have the original rims, but that's an easy fix. But the interior, I mean, it doesn't show it.
Very original. That is a completely unmolested engine too. That's rare. I bet the transfer case is going bad because they all did. So you crank the boost up and you start making more than like 400 horsepower with those. The transfer case just they're made out of glass,
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
But I mean,
in stock condition, they were completely fine. They'll last forever just behind a stock engine. But nobody bought those and then left them alone.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah.
And he did for a long time. But no,
that's the thing.
I'm not gonna go to Brooklyn for that.
Oh yeah, no.
I can buy just an S10 or an S15.
Yeah.
I can put the body kit on it. I can turbocharge the 4.3 that's in it. I can buy a Cyclone cheaper than I can buy a Cyclone.
Yeah, no, unless we find one cheaper, probably cheaper than that and closer.
Yeah, like dirt cheap, which at that point, I mean, if it's just going to be a shop truck and we don't care about resale, like I'm fine with a salvage title Cyclone Typhoon.
Yeah, like that'd be fine.
Most of them are black, but there were some other colors, so.
Yeah, like I know they made white, which I'd rather just get the black because the black with the red labels look pretty neat.
Yeah, it's the most correct looking, but there were some special edition ones that had T-tops, and you'll never guess who commissioned them.
Oh, wasn't that Marlboro?
It was Marlboro. Yes, they were Marlboro Cyclones, and if you Google those, they look super neat. They got special rims. They were all red. They had a decal package and T-tops.
Sure.
They were very neat trucks. I forget why they had them made. I think it was for promotional giveaways for
it was
or whatever back when you could collect smoker points. Yeah, those are badass looking trucks. It's basically what the top truck's gonna look like. Yeah, fucking Auto Tempest. Yeah.
Yeah, they see T-top there, but
ASC, American Sunroof Corporation, did all the T-tops. They're basically just Camaro T-tops on an S10.
Oh yeah. Still cool.
Camaro and some G-body like T-tops on basically anything from the late 80s and early 90s was like a very common thing. But yeah, I can build one of those out of an S10 a lot cheaper than I can buy one, and we'll probably just end up doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be Marlboro because we'll already have a Marlboro.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it, like, not having the livery and shit. I just meant, one color, red, different wheels, probably T-tops. It's going to look different.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely want to do that Marlboro livery on that F40. We eventually do.
Marlboro liveries, man, they killed the game for like a long time. It's timeless.
Looks so good. Yeah, man. I mean, that's back when you were allowed to advertise for like cigarettes and stuff like that. It was so much better.
I think if they'd open that back up, it would do a lot to save motor racing as a whole worldwide.
Yeah.
Formula One would become more interesting because the money would be back in the sport. NASCAR
would
have such an image problem like it does now. Like the race last week and the Busch Series race yesterday. I know it's not the Busch Series anymore, but I still call it that because that's what it was for 20 years. And it just like half the sponsors on the cars, I don't know what the fuck these things are.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing.
The teams need to survive and they need money, so they're just taking it from whoever's paying. But like, dude, NASCAR in the 90s did not have a brand identity problem. And if you look at trends, that is when the sport boomed.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the big come up and the growth came was like...
When you had that big money flowing, definitely helped so much.
Petroleum companies, you had tobacco companies, you had alcohol companies, you had the sponsor dollars because they were marketing to. Now with the identity crisis, the sport,
it just isn't as good. It's nowhere.
And right now they're negotiating the new TV deal and negotiations between the teams and NASCAR, the sanctioning body. In a word, they're hostile. Teams in the current business model of NASCAR, the teams aren't making money, and that is an issue.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. No one's making money, then why even do it?
Exactly. And what with the new car safety worries, drivers, we had more drivers out with concussion symptoms this year than any other year on record. I mean, granted, nobody's died in a long time, but like...
Yeah, but concussions can definitely lead to later problems.
Oh, absolutely. And the drivers are not happy about the car. And I was really hoping, I was waiting last week. I was like, the drivers have boycotted a race before, unironically, at Talladega. Fuck you, Zoom. Fucking Zoom cut us off. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
The drivers have boycotted before. Granted, it was in 1970. And I was at Talladega, and NASCAR didn't want to give in to their demands or listen, and sure enough, they went ahead with the race, and the race was a big piece of shit. There was only one NASCAR driver in a NASCAR competing, and he won by like 3.5 laps. It was embarrassing, and fans wanted their money back, and eventually after that, NASCAR had to cave to the drivers' beds. And and I'm just like, God damn it. None of you have any fucking balls anymore. None of you are actually going to do anything other than tweet about how unsafe the car is, which, like, that's going to make a difference.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. Like, you can tweet all you want.
Yeah, fucking take a stand. Fucking do something.
Yeah.
But no, that's another big part of the identity problem. We don't have any heroes in the sport anymore.
Yeah, no, everyone's just cookie cutter. Like
cookie
same
shit. It started with the cookie cutter tracks. You know, we had like 11 tracks on the circuit. They're all exactly the fucking same. And why do we have, they have the most seats? I'm like, well, fucking nobody's showing up to races anymore because it's boring as shit.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like if they're all the same,
I didn't even watch the shit on TV. I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, there was no point. I don't know. Even the same with like F1. Like
F1's so.
it's
it's not entertaining to watch. IndyCar's
no
to watch.
Yeah,
Just sad because IndyCar, the cars themselves look fucking horrendous. They look terrible, and honestly,
yeah,
good. But like when the cars look so shitty, I can't watch. Like,
it's really hard when the cars just don't look actually appealing.
Yeah, if you Google
it's
the current season's IndyCar, like, they do not look good. Like the screen and the driver hoop and the weird Venturi tunnel bodywork, the cars look bad. And they race well, but man, they look like shit.
There.
Yeah, cars look bad.
Big old hoop.
The cars look dumb, and that makes me not want to watch.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. You look at like those look really good.
The proportions are there. The aerodynamic, design, I think wasn't there because of the porpoising we've seen. But
at least they don't look
the
terrible.
Don't lend themselves to this design. It's a very timeless design, and retro look amazing on these cars. But yeah, again, just those sponsors aren't there.
Yeah, like that's like Marlboro, Shell.
One car. That is the car I think of.
Yeah, like a Michael Schumacher.
I think of Michael Schumacher when I think of F1, and I think it should be that way, and the car still should look like that and have V sound like hell unleashed.
Exactly.
1998 IndyCar too, I think. That's what an IndyCar should look like.
Yeah.
That is what I want an IndyCar to look like, and damn it, they don't look like that anymore.
Oh yeah, because they put that giant fucking screen up there.
Well, I have that. It's on the shelf back there. No. Almost. The up one. There you go. Nope.
Oh.
It's like in the middle of the screen.
The middle of the screen? Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's literally right behind my camera. It's right behind my camera.
Shelf. Oh.
Yeah, but then I see this, and then I see this.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
That pace car was on drugs, and not a lot of people bought that special edition. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
It's fuck ugly.
Oh, yeah.
I have a model of the 94 Camaro IndyCar pace car, which is a fantastic looking car.
Yeah.
Even if
I don't know.
Don't fully decal it. Don't put the pace car decals on it. It looks great.
You fucking do what I want. Yeah, I still like that pace car best.
Dodge PPG concept car.
Just because of the movie Ready.
Yeah. The actual physical pace car was never used in the movie. They went and took photos of it and for reference and looked at it and modeled it, and then they just built replicas of it for the movie. Like
that would be another car I'd love to make a fucking kit car of.
Would not be difficult. The way it was built was very much like a kit car, so it wouldn't be that hard to recreate. Definitely
it's so
the 2.2 liter 4-cylinder turbo Chrysler motor that it had in it.
Yeah.
Same engine that went into the Mosler Consulier. However, this car performed much the same. Yeah, very, very neat car. That would be a fun one to build for our IMSA Le Mans prototype cross country.
Exactly. Yeah, like our movie theater car sort of thing.
Yeah.
where we, don't do the basic ones like the Jurassic Park Jeep or fucking whatever it is, the Back to the Future DeLorean, like all that basic shit.
There is a rare, obscure movie car that quite a few people in truck circles know about that I definitely want to build. That is the Green Goblin truck from Drive.
Yeah, the Stephen King movie. That's what I thought you were going to say, actually.
Well, the Stephen King movie in name alone, because George Romero actually directed it. Little known fact there. George Romero actually directed this movie while Stephen King was in rehab because he had a large cocaine problem. And if you watch the trailer for Max Overdrive, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Stephen King having a cocaine problem. Yeah, full screen that shit. Yeah, this guy built a replica, but his isn't quite movie accurate. Still awesome. Don't get me wrong, still awesome, but the hardest part is going to be that giant fiberglass Green Goblin head. Yeah.
I mean, that's like...
Breakout role for Charlie Sheen's brother, Emilio Estevez. Fantastic B movie. Not a great movie, but if you want to watch a bad movie that's entertaining, fantastic movie for it.
Exactly. Cars going wild. Like, that's basically all you need to know.
Cars weren't affected, just big trucks and most electronic devices. It was a whole weird sci-fi story. Like aliens took advantage of Earth being in the tail of a comet to exploit electromagnetic fields and try to kill all humans. And then, spoiler alert, movie's been out since 1986. By the end of the movie, a Russian weather satellite that happened to be armed with a laser cannon and also nuclear missiles blew the shit out of the mothership. Just by happenstance.
Hell yeah.
And did that. But yeah, that was a fantastic Boo movie. I recommend everyone watch it.
Yeah, I mean...
All two of you who watch this podcast. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think my mom watches our podcast. I told her not to.
Yeah, it's probably the best because
we some shit, man.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of shit. But yeah, the only other thing I can think of is
the lifted off-road Mustang from the Thomas Crown Affair remake would be a cool one.
And I know you wanted the Back to the Future, the truck, the Hilux truck.
I do want the McFly Tacoma. It's not even a Tacoma. Back then, Toyota just called it the pickup. But yeah, the McFly Toyota is something I've wanted for a long time.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And then, I mean, of course, I want the 917, and then we eventually want to do
Bullet Mustang.
Yeah.
Old 70s Ford truck motor in it. Granted, build that motor into not an old 70s Ford truck motor.
Yeah.
400 horsepower. It's going to make the right noises.
Yeah, exactly. And that's basically all I want. As long as it makes the right noises and it, drives decently well.
It's also not going to look like a Resto mod. It's going to look period correct because I'll make that engine look very old.
Yeah, that's the thing is a lot of the companies do that. They'll make it Resto mod. They'll give it like the modern interior,
engine bay, and nice stereo and like fancy shit. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
This is going to look like a '68 Mustang in 1972.
Yeah. Like that's the whole point is to, I don't want it to be modern. If I wanted it modern, I would literally just take the body kit.
Mustang,
yeah, or like do what I don't remember who did it.
BS
one of those. Yeah, that's what it was.
And then used it and made them cease and desist.
Yeah, like. Oh yeah, I mean that's
I don't want to do an Eleanor.
Oh yeah, no, never.
Like not a Nicolas Cage Eleanor, but maybe like an original Eleanor rebuild, which was 71 Mustang in gold. But that's the Mustang that I want to put a Cummins diesel in, because 19 feet of engine bay, so that straight six will fit just fine. The original Eleanor is still on display at his museum.
Really?
Toby Halicki. Yeah, his wife. Still runs the museum at his
Good for her. Good.
Yeah, the original Eleanor was a very plain Jane looking car. Yep. And it got absolutely fucking hammered in that movie. I mean, destroyed, but it still drove straight. Yeah. Even after the jump that screwed up his back. And there's video footage, I think, of them with the car all done up like that afterwards, after wrapping, he's doing donuts in the car. It still ran and drove fine. But yeah, it got destroyed during that chase, and then yeah, at the end of the movie, again, spoilers, it's been out since 1971. He spotted another one exactly the same at a car wash, and he ducked in real quick and pretended he was the car wash manager and explained this lady. He's like, "Oh man, something's wrong with your car. We got to rewash it. It's fine. Just right over to the office." And then he hopped in her car and took off. That car rolled out of the car wash and she fainted.
Hell yeah. Fucking good movie, man.
Yeah, he was in the process of making Gone in 60 Seconds 2 when there was an accident on set and he got killed.
Which, damn shame, because...
Yeah. And then my buddy did Trans Am, and then...
Yeah.
I mean... Not much else over the years that I've liked. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to do the 550 Spider. I want to do that up, like, James Dean's.
There's something I know you'll want to do, even though you're not a truck guy, is the Pork Chop Express. One of John Carpenter's finest films. Here's a hint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever drive it, but it'd be cool to have.
I'd make you drive it on the test track at least once. Get a feel for flipping gears in a big rig. They're fun to drive. When you're like not on the road and there aren't cars around, when you're like on a test track, they're so much fun to drive. Yeah. I'd make you drive the bulldozer too, just to experience the raw power that is a Caterpillar bulldozer.
Yeah, the only other ones I have are the Manta car.
Oh yeah, the Manta, our fucking Opel Manta. My Manta GTE. Yeah, the Pork Chop Express is just a Freightliner with one added decal and a bug shield. I have a diecast of the Manta car too, sitting down there.
Exactly. With its fucking wild ass.
The rainbow wheel.
Yeah.
I bet that girl who was the hottest girl in Germany in the 90s is probably still hot. She looked like the kind of girl that... Yeah, the pink seats and the rainbow wheel and shifter. 1991, what a time.
I know.
What a year to be alive.
Yeah, then the only other one would be, of course, Blackbird.
Yeah. Predictably.
Yeah, I always do it. Which I would do not the actual one, the Yoshida special, but I'd just do the Long and Midnight one.
Well, not the gold wheels.
No, not gold wheels.
That picture next to it, it's all black.
Yeah. No, I just chose this one because it's actually looks real.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that.
Maybe the Devil Z, but the Devil Z's kind of been done, and Z's are so inflated for what they are.
Yeah, I feel like we could, if anything, we would just pick up like a 260 because they're cheaper.
Yeah, we could just buy a newer the 280Z, and you can front end and tail
swap.
It, and they look
yeah, just swap everything.
Because the roof lines are like, I mean, they didn't change.
And then the only other one I have is
the live action Initial D movie, if you can find it not on Netflix, the English dub. Unintentionally funny, but actually a very good movie because they did real drifting in it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know my brother likes that, and I was trying to like, hey, I know you don't watch anime, but you should watch the anime.
The live action movie is they made Bunta an abusive drunk father. I'm like, he wasn't a father. He just never.
He was actually a really good father.
Yeah. Like
he tuned his son's car for him when he realized what track he was gonna or where he's gonna race. Like that's incredibly hard to do.
Yeah, he taught him a lot.
Yeah, the only other one would be like this.
That'd be easy because FCs are dirt cheap, and
yeah, mainly it's just
very nice rotary for it.
Like, and mainly the problem is finding one in America that's not a convertible.
Oh, that's not that hard.
Like I found a few, but they're difficult.
Own it though, because a lot of people build them to V8 swap them and then turn them into drift missiles, so they just get abused. Because they're really light. I think those cars only weigh like 2,600 pounds. And they're like a direct ripoff of the 928 if you cover up the front with the pop-up headlights and look at the 3/4 profile shot. It's just a Porsche.
Motherfucker. Sure. Yeah, about 2,600 pounds.
Yeah, that's light, man, for a 4-seater car, sports Grand Tour or whatever. That's the area. No, it's the first generation. Those are dirt fucking cheap. You can get one.
Oh yeah, no, I can.
The problem is I can because they're ugly.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason I don't want one. It's a Savannah RX-7. Yeah, 471,000. Nah, I'm good. 1.3 liter, less power than the fucking.
It's a 1.3, but since it's 3 chambers, technically it's 3 times that size, so it's actually like a 3.6 liter in terms of power. Which, when you look at it that way, it doesn't make a lot of power.
Yeah, definitely the FB, and then definitely the FD. Like, so yeah, definitely those two, and then I totally forgot about one.
We're not going to be building no Dukes of Hazzard Chargers, though. I mean, unless Lee wants one.
Yeah, no.
We're going to build Johnny Silverhand's 930 Turbo, but
yeah,
we're going to go the extra mile and like 3D print all the extra shit that was on it and stuff.
Yeah, which is why I do, whenever we get back, I do want to get...
It's not just going to be a painted 930, it's going to be an accurate game replica.
So... Which, that's the reason before we make the drive from Seattle, wherever, to the East Coast, I do want to go and try and go down to, oh god,
Beverly Hills Car Club.
Yep. Sorry, I had a bird. Because they have so many cheap ones, and I fucking love it.
Well, they got Ferraris too. Magnum Ferrari, obviously. It'll be one of our knockoff faux Ferraris, but still.
Yeah.
Because 328s, I mean, granted, the increase in price is warranted, but also now it's made them sort of unattainable. You used to be able to get one for like 20 grand.
Yeah.
A nice one that's been serviced for like 20 grand. Yeah, 50.
Yes. That's the Mondial. Yeah, that's not even like the good one. Yeah. Like, nah. That's hard pass, man. But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, these are like 50 grand, but then you just kind of keep scrolling. You're like, oh wow, let's Targa for 30. Like, okay, yeah, we just kind of keep looking. Like, hey, look, there's one for 40. Like, yeah, that one's kind of shitty. I'd probably see if we could change the bumper back, but honestly, but like that one, I really still like. I still really like that.
I do like slant noses. I don't like Porsches, but I like slant nose Porsches.
Like, I know we do plan to do it. The only reason I don't want to get it is because, one, that kind of money could be spent getting an actual, like, one of these to turn into Blackbird.
Could be spent on, like, shop equipment, tools.
Also, I mean, we're planning on doing the slant nose as well.
Building our dyno.
Yeah. Yeah, like, we're planning on doing a slant nose as well.
Oh, we could do replicas of like any of the Porsches from No Man's Land. I know you like that movie.
Yeah.
One of the things I showed you, I'm glad I showed you No Man's Land.
No, yeah, I mean, that's still one of my top 5 movies. Like, that's a fantastic movie. But
he's aesthetic as fuck.
Exactly.
If only it had a hotter girl as the female love interest, you know? They got a
she just wasn't.
True chick. I'm like, what are you doing, guys?
Could have been better.
Yeah.
But,
Molly Ringwald in here? What the fuck, guys?
But Jesus, yeah, like I know we do plan on doing a. I know we do plan on doing a 959 sort of replica modernized based on the Marcian.
Yeah.
With slant nose.
And if we can do it easily enough and cheap enough, we might even produce them. Exactly,
because like that has that 959 sort of Pete Hoyler look.
Yeah, you're gonna want it to be all-wheel drive.
No, I'm already quite
interesting to make it all-wheel drive. You know,
it would be, but at the same time, I already do want to do a Safari 944 because I do like that.
That's a weird choice as a Safari car because that was never four-wheel drive.
I know, oh, I love it. I love it.
Get away with using a two-wheel drive car in a rally event. That's
I like that.
Dakar though, they do rally style events in big fucking trucks. I love Dakar trucks.
Ooh, I know it was someone. No, there it is. There it is. That's the one I had sent you.
That's not so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's
actually working headlights there.
Yeah, like I like that because like yeah, I see that like that. No, that doesn't look right. Like
Photoshop.
Yeah, really bad.
I can do in Photoshop, but it's
but like that's actually like professionally done one, and I like that. Or that on with the Marcy in back, like it looked really good. It looked like a 959 that was slant nose.
That'd be a nice matchup, yeah. And that would be a good rally car for like a spec rally event. I still want to build an off-road course and run a spec surplus Humvee off-road racing.
Yeah,
they have roll cages? They don't need them, bro. Trust me, they don't need them.
Yeah, you're fine.
We're going to hit like max speed of 55 on straightaways. We don't need roll cages. But body contact. The bodies are steel. Fuck, y'all can hit each other.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll be fine.
Don't worry about it.
You'll be fine. We can rebuild it.
Yeah, even if you break shit, like, bro, we got like 9 parts trucks. We can pull a whole axle. It's fine.
But, yeah, and then in this nice dark purple.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole reason I'm like, I see this and I'm like, I would love to have a Targa, but at the same time, 40 grand could buy the Blackbird or the fucking Cyberpunk.
It'd be good for like nice days in North Carolina and shit, but like we're already going to have the Daytona for that.
Yeah, we're going to have the Daytona, we're going to have the 550 Spider. Like, I don't need. So,
we're going to have a lot
as much as I like it
already.
Yeah, as much as I like it, I'm leaning more towards trying to pick up a more junky one of these when we make the drive from Seattle to the East Coast.
A Hoovy level 930.
Yeah. Because I want to get
a blown up motor and needs complete.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to do to it anyway.
Yeah. So.
And then we're going to take it to SEMA.
Exactly.
Show off our 3D printed shit.
So we'll need to get like 2 of them, because one for Cyberpunk and then one for the fucking Blackbird build, where we'll take the body parts off and basically turn everything carbon fiber. And then we have molds, because we can use the original panels as molds.
That's right. We can make molds of the original panels, and then we can make fiberglass bodies.
Yeah. So like all we need is
fiberglass bodies. They made aluminum bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're aluminum bodies.
For sure. But yeah, so
I like aluminum. It's a fine metal. I'm not trying to be a sheet metal worker. Fiberglass is fucking easy. You're saying that shit, Mondo it. Looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm only trying to do carbon fiber for the F40 and the Blackbird because they traditionally are.
It's builds. And, we're talking about low cost here. We're not going to produce carbon fiber bodies.
Yeah, no. Like,
that's a high dollar thing there.
Yeah, like our stuff.
Not proof of concept vehicle.
Yeah.
To prove hey, we can build this. This works.
Exactly. But everything else, like I don't want to go and sell carbon fiber stuff because 1, it takes a lot of time and money, and 2, that kind of defeats the purpose of being, for everybody.
Yeah.
But definitely
being for everybody, spreading car enthusiasm.
Exactly.
It shouldn't cost you 90 grand to have a fun track day car and go do a track day, and that's why we're gonna sell 600 horsepower V12 fiberglass bodied Ferraris for.
Oh yeah. That's definitely why I want to do that, because
and we'll have cheaper ones. We're gonna have some budget-minded options, maybe without 600 horsepower V12s for like 20 grand.
Yeah, I mean
a Cobra kit car kit. Kit. And we're gonna sell it as a turnkey track day car.
Yeah, for probably like 23. Like.
Yeah, 20 somewhere around there. The market depend on that, but we want to be affordable, fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's. I definitely want to go and give people at least something to be happy to drive, because that's the thing. If people go and buy these Teslas, and I've been in Tesla, there's no soul.
Drive it, drive the car. Don't be afraid to drive the car because it's cheap and it's fixable and it's not a museum piece.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, like I think if you crash it, just let us know. We'll build another part for it.
Yeah. I need a new front clip. That's cool, bro. We got plenty. We'll send you one.
Yeah, like just give us your address. Like we'll fucking send it over to you. We'll overnight it if you want.
Give us your address. We already got it because you bought a car from us.
No, that too. Yeah.
To send it somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't like. There's just too much to do. But that's why I definitely want to at least. We need to, whenever we can, start the 190, which I do keep an eye open for. Like, I know I sent you that one for like $1.5 grand.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember that one.
Cheaper than that. Yeah, no, I do. The white one.
No, it was this one. Yeah.
You sent me a white one that was like $1,800.
Oh, no, this is cheaper. 1400s.
That's fucking solid in Oregon, though. Shit.
Yeah. Like, it has a black interior. The seats look rough, but
yeah, all of it looks.
It has a car phone.
Oh, dude, I want the car phone.
Like, that's why I'm like, if you want that, I will send you the money now.
Well, we can wait. Those things are always popping up.
Yeah, it's just the main problem is that even if we find them, like, they're like 4,500, 2,500.
That's the thing is that I don't have a lot of time right now to work on.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason I'm like.
I have like Saturdays, and like I got Saturdays. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely keep an eye open because, I mean, worst case scenario, we just wait to pick one up till I get back, and then we just
build it together because I'm gonna help.
Yeah. I mean,
me being the only guy building cars at the warehouse project, that's gonna suck for a while. But once we do get either some of my friends or some people involved to help and do things, and then I can train.
Yeah.
Like 5 years into it, I can transition into my role of just the engine guy. I'll be so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Like that'll definitely give you a lot more freedom to focus on the stuff that actually is harder to do.
Yeah, I can
and not the monotonous work.
Little engine R&D. I don't gotta weld tube frames together and fiberglass.
Yeah, which is why I am also keeping an eye open for like Porsches that I can just buy and drive, like that 996.2 I sent you.
Yeah,
because the only thing I really want out of that is I just want to tune the engine at some point. But that's really about it. Like, I just want a 996.2 in green with a tan interior.
Sexy car.
Yeah. Just like my Viper. But
there was a brief amount of time where I really did like Porsche 911s. And then the cost of them drove me to not like them anymore. Also, Porsche people. Yeah. I mean, Porsche people are definitely... Like I can Jeep dudes, just like I'll never get along with. It's like like I think the only Porsche I really get along with is Kerr, and that's just because I know like a lot of people like find him abrasive, but I don't know, I get along with him. Like he's chill with me. I never had a problem with him. Yeah, like I know a lot of people have problems with him, and it's like I don't know, he's chill with me. I like him. He's cool. It's like an R8. I get along with him and Cheech. Like, Cheech sends me cars every so often. Him and Cheech to the Bellingham airport and then picked him up like a week later. Hell yeah. One sec, sorry. Extent of my interaction. Oh, fuck. I forgot another movie car that I also want to replicate. Not only do I want to replicate it, I want to go on basically like a maybe month-long sabbatical to go and find the original and restore it. The Smokey and the Bandit semi-truck. Oh, yeah. 3 trucks they used for filming. There were 2 74s and a 73. And the 73 has been lost to history. No one knows where it's at. The 274s burned in a studio fire in the early 90s, so they're gone. But the trailers are all over the place. This is just a Freehoff trailer. There's a guy I actually watch on YouTube called Twin Stick Garage. He is building was going to be a movie accurate replica of the truck, but people have sent him like custom made parts that they got for him and stuff, like badges and stuff, and so now it's no longer movie accurate, but he's still doing a nice job of it.
That's good. That's good. I mean, that I'll accept. Like, as long as he's putting in the effort.
Oh, he is, and he's doing it all by himself. Like which
definitely takes time.
His garage building a semi truck.
Yeah,
2 other trucks he's working on that are, one of them is a lesser known movie truck replica from a Jerry Reed trucking movie from the 80s. It's called Highballin'. It was a good movie. Jane Fonda's brother is in it. The guy from Easy Rider. Yeah, something I love about the Smokey and the Bandit movies is that Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed actually had CDLs and could drive trucks and drove the trucks. Of course, back then it wasn't a CDL; it was a chauffeur's license, but because technically chauffeuring goods.
It's showing me all the other truck movies that were big. Black Dog, Convoy.
It's such a 90s movie. It's so dated. I can't watch it. White Line Fever, that was another good one. Jan Michael Vincent.
For some reason, it's showing me not trucker movies, like fucking Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes.
Oh, that's a good weird movie if you guys want to watch a weird movie. Breaker Breaker with Chuck Norris. That was a big time 70s trucker movie. It was a trucker / karate movie. What a mashup. Watch that sometime because I know you haven't seen it. I showed you Lone Wolf McQuaid, but I never showed you Breaker Breaker.
Okay. I was like,
he's like young, no beard, blonde Chuck Norris. It's such a good movie.
Back when he was, doing shit with fucking Bruce Lee.
Yeah. I think that did come out before Bruce Lee died.
Let's see.
I bet that movie's on Amazon.
Yeah. I just never go on Amazon anymore.
Well, I give you full permission to use my Amazon and buy that movie if I don't already own it on Amazon. Yeah.
1977.
Bruce Lee was dead, so yeah. But yeah, great movie. There's also a really cool 70s van in that movie. It's a 4-wheel drive Ford Econoline van, but it's full 70s van.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not a well-made movie, but it's a good movie. Watch that sometime.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Not all the best movies have to be well-made.
Excellent movies. Like
they don't have to be.
Godfather,
Yeah, or...
We're not making Casablanca here. We're making a trucker karate movie. What do you?
Yeah, sometimes that's good enough. That's good enough.
Movie. Come on, it's a driving movie.
That's like that fighting game on PS2. God Hand.
Yeah. I watched that. Who is the guy you showed me? I watched him review.
Oh, Seth.
Yeah.
Seth something.
Hey, people.
Yeah, Seth here. God Hand, an old fighting game that literally just went off the rails.
This game kicks your ass.
Yeah. Like, literally to go and if the game gets too hard,
Seth with
then
misses.
Yeah. Good dude. Recommend him because he is funny as fuck.
He is funny as fuck. He also plays a lot of obscure games.
Oh, yeah, like Tribal Hunter, Space Warlord Oregon Train.
Yeah.
Like, really, the only 2 games I knew of were... Oh, actually 3, sorry. Vampire Masquerade.
I knew of and Vampire and...
Morrowind and Stalker.
Reviewed, but yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, Morrowind, Stalker. And I think he also did Elden Ring as well.
Yeah, Elden Lean.
Yeah. Which, that was funny as fuck, because he basically just roasted every online player.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was...
Quality.
That shit was great.
And Martin Cedo pants.
Fucking
he played From the Depths, and he built a very rudimentary boat, and he just put a giant yellow laser on it, and he called it the piss laser. He just went through, just lasered everything in the game to death.
But yeah, that's definitely
about 5 minutes left here. I think I'm about out of things to talk about. I don't know. Going, it feels like hours.
Yeah, probably. That's fine. I'll edit it later.
Shout out Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, please shout out me back. We need views. We need traffic. We need fans.
Help us, please.
Help.
Yeah. I only have 2 other things, and that is So eventually, yeah, we talked about earlier was that fucking that dark green. But the only problem is, you look at that price and it's like, well, fuck, that's because it's only 60,000 miles.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we could always find one and dye the interior and then paint it.
oh yeah, I've been looking at like finding the full interior and just changing the
I
interior.
don't care about pedigree and originality. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
dye the interior and paint it. That's just
Like that would be the only thing is they're not even much cheaper. Like even without a.
I think those your Porsches have very finicky transmissions as well.
Yeah, a little bit, unfortunately. I'm trying to see if I can find a 996.2.
That is my favorite.
Yeah, like 37.
So I love those headlights.
Yeah, that's what headlights I like.
I do.
Like, I don't like those. Not a fan of those, but I like those.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the thing is they're not a lot cheaper. Like, that's 30,000. The other one was 40,000. And it's like, well, fuck, dude. So, yeah, that's definitely a thing that I'll definitely have to keep an eye open on. That was great to looking at. Yeah, the other thing was that when I got sunburned, so it's a fucking thing called Hell's Itch, where literally it just feels like you're just covered, like you stepped in fire ants, but they're under your skin. So, like,
Are you better now?
I am.
I'm glad you're better now.
Fortunately, it only lasted a couple days, but it was great because it was when I lost the last little faith I had in medical because they were like, yeah, no, it's just sunburn. I was like, no, dog, I've gotten sunburn on my forearms. I have sunburn on my legs right now.
Much worse.
Like, this literally, you're telling me to do things that literally actively make it worse. They're like, yeah, put some aloe on it, take a cold shower, and I was like, dude, that literally makes it so bad. I almost like start scratching myself till I draw blood. Like it's miserable. Like I felt like I was like coming off fucking cocaine high. Like I was relapsing or some shit. And like
Yeah, that come down makes you suicidal. I've heard.
Yeah, it was miserable. Like I literally
Definitely not in the Philippines.
So it just got to the point where I was like, I Googled it because I've already had this before in the future, like when I was a kid, and they didn't know what to do. They basically were about to take me to the ER because no one knew what to fucking do. Because normal stuff just didn't help.
Yeah.
And basically the cure is just sit in a really hot bath to the point where it hurts, but the pain actually kind of overrides the other pain. And that was literally all I could do. But going to medical, they're like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. You don't treat like an actual burn. You don't, treat a burn with more burn. Like, look, lady, I don't tell you, your fucking idea sucks.
Burn here.
Like, she's like, yeah, you just need to aloe. And like, yeah, if it's itching, that's good. And I was like, that's not good. I can't sleep, and I have work in 6 hours, lady, and I can't get off work.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. So she's like, yeah, just do this, and she gave me some bullshit.
Yeah.
And that procedure did not help because it never fucking does. So I just went back to sitting in the bath.
Pain?
No, they gave me Aquaphor, which is a very Vaseline-y look.
Yeah, that's great for new tattoos.
Yeah, it was great for new tattoos, not great for sunburn.
No, it's
it just trapped in the heat.
medicated skin ointment, but yeah, not great for Hell's Itch.
And then they gave me something that I used to use for my shoulder pain that I literally got told, yeah, you should have never been prescribed that because the prescriptions you're on really react badly with that medication, with that medicated ointment.
All right.
So I was like,
in closing, I am glad you're better, and we'll
next week. Hopefully by then I'll get an update on the car. So
fuck yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, all right, bud. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Love you too, bud. Talk to you later.